Most people with heart disease are unknowingly eating a health food every single day that quietly raises cholesterol, stiffens arteries, and stresses the heart, simply because it looks natural. And here's the surprising part. It's often sitting in your pantry right now. Dried fruits fall into a dangerous gray zone. Some are packed with fiber, potassium, and antioxidants that actively support heart health. Others are so overloaded with hidden sugars and processing damage that they work against your arteries instead of protecting them. And the problem isn't dried fruit itself. It's which ones you choose, how they're processed, and how much you eat. In this video, you'll learn 4 dried fruits that strengthen the heart, 4 dried fruits that heart patients should avoid, and exactly how to use them safely, explained calmly, clearly, and responsibly. This video is for educational purposes only and not medical advice. Let's begin. Heart-friendly dried fruit. Number 1, dried apples. The soluble fiber that gently lowers LDL. A simple dried fruit that looks harmless can quietly help your body remove excess cholesterol. If you choose the right kind and eat it the right way, after age 40, rising LDL cholesterol and stiffening arteries become common concerns. Many people focus only on reducing fat intake. But here's something most seniors don't realize. Fiber plays a direct role in how much cholesterol your body keeps versus how much it discards. Dried apples stand out because they provide soluble fiber in a compact, convenient form without added fats. Inside your body, dried apples contain a special type of soluble fiber called pectin. Let me explain that simply. Pectin forms a gentle gel in your digestive tract. That gel binds to bile acids. And bile acids are made from cholesterol. When bile acids are trapped and excreted, your liver must pull cholesterol out of your bloodstream to make more bile. Over time, this helps lower circulating LDL cholesterol. That's not theory, that's basic physiology. Dried apples also contain polyphenols, plant compounds that reduce oxidative stress. Why does that matter? Because oxidized LDL, meaning LDL damaged by free radicals, is far more dangerous to artery walls than regular LDL. Research from institutions like Harvard consistently links soluble fiber intake with improved cholesterol profiles. Apples, fresh or dried, are repeatedly cited for their pectin content and cardiovascular benefits when consumed without added sugars. Here's a detail many people miss. Dried apples are often better than apple juice. Apple juice removes nearly all the fiber and concentrates sugars. That can spike blood glucose and raise triglycerides. Properly dried apples retain fiber. The sugars remain bound within the fruit's structure, leading to a slower, steadier metabolic response. How to use them safely. Choose unsweetened, unsulfured dried apples. No added syrups. Portion size, about 1/4 cup. Eat with meals or pair with nuts or plain yogurt. Avoid candied apple rings or sweetened products. If you have diabetes or advanced heart disease, portions matter even more. When unsweetened and portion controlled, dried apples can help your body clear LDL and support artery protection. Heart-friendly dried fruit. Number 2, dried apricots, potassium support for blood pressure. One mineral quietly controls how hard your heart has to work every day. That mineral is potassium. And dried apricots are one of the most concentrated natural sources of it. After 40, many heart patients struggle with rising blood pressure alongside cholesterol concerns. These two problems often travel together. Potassium plays a powerful role here. It helps counteract sodium. When sodium levels are high, blood vessels constrict and retain fluid, increasing blood pressure. Potassium helps push excess sodium out through the kidneys and encourages blood vessels to relax. Inside your body, potassium regulates fluid balance and nerve signaling, including heart rhythm. Dried apricots also provide antioxidants like beta-carotene and polyphenols. These compounds reduce oxidative stress, which stiffens arteries over time. Organizations like the American Heart Association emphasize potassium-rich foods for blood pressure management when sodium intake is controlled. But here's what labels don't always reveal. Many dried apricots are treated with sulfur dioxide to preserve bright orange color. While not harmful to everyone, they may trigger sensitivities and can encourage overeating because they look fresher and sweeter. More importantly, some include added sugars. That changes everything. How to use them safely. Choose unsweetened dried apricots. Prefer unsulfured, they are darker in color. Limit to 3 to 4 pieces per serving. Eat with meals, not alone. When portion controlled, dried apricots support healthy blood pressure and relaxed arteries. Heart-friendly dried fruit. 3. Dried figs, antioxidant protection for aging arteries. An ancient fruit eaten for centuries may quietly protect arteries in ways modern snacks never could. As we age, arteries naturally lose flexibility. This stiffening increases the pressure your heart must generate. At the same time, LDL becomes more vulnerable to oxidation. Dried figs provide a powerful combination. Soluble fiber, insoluble fiber, polyphenol antioxidants. Polyphenols neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that damage the inner lining of blood vessels, known as the endothelium. When the endothelium is irritated, cholesterol sticks more easily. Figs also help eliminate excess fats through fiber support. Mediterranean diet research consistently highlights polyphenol-rich fruits for cardiovascular protection. Here's something many don't expect. Figs and dates are not interchangeable. Dates contain more rapidly absorbed sugars and fewer protective polyphenols. That can lead to quicker blood sugar spikes. Figs offer a gentler metabolic response when eaten in moderation. How to use them safely. Choose plain dried figs. Limit to 1-2 per serving. Eat after a balanced meal. Pair with protein or healthy fats. In small portions, dried figs support arterial elasticity and antioxidant protection. Heart-friendly dried fruit. You are for 4. Prunes, dried plums, gut-driven cholesterol regulation. Prunes are famous for digestion, but they do something even more important for heart health. Cholesterol balance happens largely in the gut. If bile acids are reabsorbed instead of eliminated, cholesterol stays in circulation longer. Prunes contain soluble fiber that binds bile acids, encouraging cholesterol removal. They also nourish beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids, which help regulate cholesterol production in the liver and reduce inflammation. Even if digestion feels normal, cholesterol recycling happens silently. Prunes interrupt that cycle. How to use them safely? Choose unsweetened prunes. Start with 2 to 3 per day, eat with meals, drink adequate water. In modest amounts, prunes support gut health and cholesterol clearance. Now let's discuss what to avoid. Dried fruit to avoid. Number 1, sweetened dried mango, a hidden triglyceride. Spike. Dried mango looks tropical and healthy, but when sweetened, it delivers concentrated fructose plus added sugar. Excess fructose is processed in the liver, where it's converted into triglycerides. High triglycerides promote small, dense LDL particles, more dangerous to arteries. The American Heart Association recommends limiting added sugars to protect cardiovascular health. Sweetened dried mango often exceeds daily sugar limits in 1 serving. Avoid if labeled sweetened, candied, syrup infused. Treat it as dessert, not a health snack. Dried fruit to avoid. Number 2, candied pineapple processed sugar stress. Fresh pineapple contains fiber and enzymes. Candied pineapple is soaked in syrup. This leads to rapid glucose spikes. Rapid spikes cause glycation, a process where sugar binds to proteins and damages the endothelium. Over time, this increases plaque formation. Avoid products labeled candied, crystallized, syrup-soaked. Choose fresh pineapple instead. Dried fruit to avoid. Number 3, sugar-coated cranberries. When healthy turns, harmful cranberries naturally contain powerful polyphenols. But most commercial dried cranberries are heavily sweetened. A small handful can contain as much sugar as candy. Repeated blood sugar spikes increase triglycerides and insulin resistance. Choose unsweetened versions only and limit portions. Dried fruit to avoid. Number 4, fried banana chips, sugar and oxidized oils. Here's a critical detail. The problem isn't bananas. It's frying them. Fried banana chips are cooked in oils exposed to high heat. This creates oxidized fats. Oxidized fats inflame artery walls and worsen cholesterol balance. Add sugar to that, and you have a metabolic storm. Increased LDL, lower HDL effectiveness, higher triglycerides. Avoid banana chips labeled fried, crispy. Sweetened fresh bananas are far safer. How to eat dried fruit safely. Now here's the structure that protects your heart. 1. Treat dried fruit as concentrated drying removes water, not sugar. 1/4 cup or less per day is generally reasonable. 2. Read ingredients carefully. The list should contain 1 word, the fruit. Avoid sugar, syrup, juice concentrate, or oils. 3. Timing matters. Eat dried fruit with meals, not alone. Pair with protein or healthy fats. Avoid late-night snacking. 4. Pair smartly. Combine with nuts, plain yogurt, oats, whole grains. This slows sugar absorption. 5. Special note for heart patients. If you have diabetes, metabolic syndrome, or high triglycerides, portions may need to be smaller. The goal is stability, not elimination. Conclusion. Heart health is rarely changed by one dramatic decision. It is shaped quietly, day by day, by small choices that seem insignificant at the time. Today, you've seen how even something as simple as dried fruit can either support your heart or slowly work against it. You don't need perfection, you don't need fear, you need clarity and consistency. When you choose foods that respect your arteries, your cholesterol, and your blood sugar, you create the